So welcome to Math 150 College Algebra. This is the spring semester 2024. I do want to just kind of go over the Blackboard shell a little bit for this course. Teachers may set things up a little bit differently, so I'll just try to give you a little bit of a tour of how I lay things out. So if you're to this point, you are in the course. So if you're seeing a getting started folder, that's where we want to be. So that's the first thing you want to do is click on this. It'll kind of begin our orientation of the class. But click on that, gives you a little bit of a greeting, gives you a syllabus, and then it gives you a little bit about the Teaching and Learning Center. The syllabus is the big piece that you want to read through because that gives you the expectations of the course itself. So pay attention to that. There's a lot of information there at this time. So once you're done, you can click on getting started again up here, and it'll just close it back. So MyLab All Assignments is a place that you can actually access your homework, your assignments. The MyLab Math Gradebook, that's where I will post grades at, is through there. You do have a gradebook up here, but the one I will be using is the MyLab Gradebook. That's the one that interests me. Up here also across the top, you do see announcements and discussion board. So I will be using that quite a bit to interact with my students face-to-face and online. Next thing we have are some learning modules. We should have Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, and Unit 4. Those are our learning modules. So if I click on Unit 1, this kind of sets the pace of the class. So week 1, week 2, so forth and so on, you'll kind of see where we are. This is what's expected to be done each week. So if I open up week 1, kind of gives you some things to do. So a lot of these links here are videos. So anytime you see these, looks like a little paperclip. These are links. These are links to videos and notes. For these courses, I do have guided notes that you can purchase at the bookstore. These videos go along with the guided notes. So this is where you can take really organized notes that you can also use on your exams if you choose to do so. Down here, you do see like these rockets. These rockets are where the assignments can be located at. That's going to be your MyLab all assignments here. So if I click on this link here, it should take me into the assignments. Okay. But like I said, right now the class is not open yet, so I can't actually show you that. So you have two places to access the assignments. We have MyLab Math all assignments up here that gives you into all of it. Or if you want it in smaller chunks, if you just kind of go through these lists here, it'll kind of tie everything together with your notes. And then once you do your notes, it jumps right into the actual assignment. So that's kind of how each week is kind of laid out, is like that. Once you get down to the final unit, this is where you get into the exam window. So here you'll start to see the exam, things like that. The in-person class, I'll actually teach a lesson that week. Online, you kind of are not locked in that way. You can kind of do things a little bit differently there on that. But notice how this 3-1 functions assignment is actually in this area here. So once you do the test, there's also this 3.1 functions assignment, and the videos are locked in there. So you'll kind of see that happening. The other thing is down at the bottom here is we do have the ebook. So if I click on this, it'll take me to the actual textbook. Let's see if it'll load for us here. It's a big book. So over here, we have the table of contents. If I click on that, and then if I scroll on down here, this is where the review starts. And then we kind of begin the course around polynomials. So R.4 stands for review of polynomials. R.5 is factoring of polynomials. So we kind of jump in with these two topics in the review, and then we kind of jump, I think, down to rational expressions from there. And then we start to move into chapter 1. So if I click on chapter 1, notice how it opens up chapter 1, equations, quadratics, and stuff like that. So if I click on, say, 1.3, it should take me to 1.3. So there's the beginning of 1.3 that you can do. So I can kind of also turn the pages here as well and go through there page by page if I want to and read. Just depends how you like to interact. There are some little hot spots on these. Since this is an ebook, there are some hot spots. So if you click on these little hot spots, it'll open up some extra little things here. So it'll open up another little window and it'll actually plays a video. So there are videos embedded in your assignment as well. Okay. So see if I can find the course again. There we go. So there's the ebook. BrainFuse it's kind of an online tutoring resource. So if you're needing help online, you may be able to use this as a way to get help. I don't know exactly how it works. I haven't actually used it, but if you want to experiment with it, if you find it useful, that's another tool that you can use. Remember, even if you're online, you still can come to our Teaching Learning Center on campus and get one-on-one help. And I'm also available as an instructor to tutor as well if you need any help from me. And I can do that via online, like what I'm doing right now. I can do like a Zoom conference with you, or we can meet face to face. So there's some options there. There's also this miscellaneous information. If I click on that, you can kind of find some other little things that you may play with. Typically, though, if you're having issues with getting into assignments, one of the things is your browser. We have the best luck with Google as a way to interact with the internet. Google Chrome seems to work best. If you're using a Chromebook, you will run into some problems there on some of the lockdown browser stuff that we do online. Face-to-face classes, we don't use lockdown browsers, but if you're on an online class, you may come across a lockdown browser and it's not compatible with Chromebooks or tablets. So you may run into an issue there if you're doing this course online. So if you have more questions about that, when they arrive, you can just email me and contact me that way. And let me see, let me close these back up here a little bit. So let's see, get this one, click on it, it'll close that back up. And like I said, slow down how much you have to scroll if you close things back up. If I do go into the syllabus, one of the things I will mention to you in the syllabus is some contact information. The easiest way to contact me is through email, brian.thomas@ksts.edu. And also, if you need to do texting, this 270-321-1236 is a way to get a hold of me through text. And these are also my office hours down here that you could be looking at. I do have a fairly flexible schedule this semester since a lot of my courses are online this semester. Well, I wish you well. If you need anything from me, I'll see you in class, or you can email me through the internet if you are online. So enjoy your semester.